right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video. It's a little different. I haven't done videos on this YouTuber for a while. He goes by the name of Hoodie from the Hood, right? Shout out to the homie. Check this out. Those that are not subscribed to his channel, go over to Instagram, type in the Hoodie from the Hood, and he gonna pop up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you let him know that Blue Devil sent you. You know, it's only right that since we reacting to his content, we send him some followers, right? So shout out to the homie, right? He from Dago. But his title reads, "The internet makes irrelevant people relevant." I saw the first 2 minutes. I was like, oh shit, all right, cool. I could rock with this, right? But before we get into this video, I do want to give a shout out to everybody that pulled up to last night's live. We have what, 440 in the building, 430 in the building. We're talking about that old mugroso, you know, the old man with the big nose and the whiskers, and you know, what people were calling them? They were calling all kinds of shit. You know, the title reads, "Take your vitamins before bed, old man." Listen, ain't nobody trying to catch a case for beating the elderly. Ain't nobody trying to catch a case for whooping an old man, senior citizen abuse. You know, bro, listen, sit down. Your time has passed. Soon my time will pass. And when my time comes, I'm going to sit down. So look, you played around in the streets. Your game is over. Take a seat in the corner and teach your sons and your sons' sons, and, you know, teach those that are around you. Don't make a fool out of yourself on the internet trying to chase some clout when your time has passed. All right, but again, salute to everybody that was up in the live last night. We had consistently 440 people. We take phone calls on the live now. So those that don't know, we go live every day on the TheHaterWorld Uncensored page. We're going to go live tonight, 7:30 p.m. Between 7:30 and 8 p.m., we're going to go live, and we take phone calls all day. So all live, we take phone calls. We'll stop the live and answer the phone. We'll stop the live and answer the phone, right? So make sure you guys pull up. Make sure you guys call. But I will tell you this. This is funny. None but people that show love call. No haters. No weenies. None of that. Because that don't exist. That's fake. All the real ones call in and show love. But let's watch this video. Hoodie from the Hood. The internet makes irrelevant people relevant. With no further ado, let's get you guys a Southsider reaction. Let's go.
Cut like this channel, you know, I'm only gonna point you in the right direction of other YouTubers who I feel is in the same category and boat as far as they pushing their content. Now, if y'all seen my video, not yesterday, I think it was the day before, about the loose cannon dude and Whack 100 going on No Jumper and doing what they did. You already know how I feel about Clout and all this going on, but you know, it ain't no sense in beating a dead horse, you know what I'm saying? Now a dead rat, you know, it's a different story. So with that being said, that's pretty much what Gangsta was alluding to. He didn't put them in the title, nor did he say their name, but he said something that I felt like was real important. And like I said, I've said this before. He said, if people in your city or in your hood didn't know who you was until you got on the internet, then you's a nobody.
Facts.
And that's the reality for a lot of these.
Facts. He said, if the homies in the hood don't know you and didn't know who you were until you got on the internet, that means you a nobody. That means you a nobody. Listen, I'm from a hood that's not too big, right? Compared to a lot of hoods out here that are super big. But everybody knows me. Everybody knows me. And they don't know me from today. They know me from 25 years ago, 20 years ago. You know, don't matter which one you ask. All the OGs know me. All the youngsters, there's a bunch of them that I don't know. I don't know them, but they know me though. So that's what he's saying. He's saying that if you from this big old hood and none of them fools that are from your hood know you, they only know you from oh yeah, he from the set because he claims it on the internet. They don't really know you. You really nobody, bro, because that's not where you earn your name. You earn your name in the streets, in the concrete jungle. You earn your name outside. You earn your name when you doing this or doing that. That's where you earn your name. If you ask the homie like, hey, so and so, yeah, I see him on the internet all the time. You're not that guy, my boy. But if you hit up the homies and you be like, hey, this guy, and be like, oh yeah, for we used to do this and do that. We used to bust G rides and go on missions and then you one of the guys. But if nobody got them stories like that, you not one of them guys, my boy. You not that guy.
Man, YouTube, social media gives people the option of having a voice that they never had in real life.
Facts.
They never had it in real life. So now they can create accounts and say whatever is on their mind.
All right. He says social media gives the ability to people that never had a voice to have a voice. Listen, I be on here telling stories of my past, right? I'll put it to you like this. I've had a big history. Like, I look at my life like chapters in a book. I've done a lot of things, right? Good and bad. Great and bad, or however you want to put it, right? The bad and the ugly, or the good and the bad, whatever, right? And sometimes I tell stories and people be like, yeah, you're lying. There's no way. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. And it's like, damn, why does it seem so impossible to these guys? Like, what's so impossible of what I'm saying? It's not that it's impossible, or it's not that these dudes, they probably don't believe me, right? But the reason that they don't believe me is that they've never done nothing close to that. They've never left their pad or their block, or they've never really experienced anything to understand that what I'm saying is possible. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some people, I'll tell them the slightest story, which is like nothing. And they'll be like, there's no way you did that. You're telling somebody else's life. My boys, just because you ain't never done nothing in your life don't mean that these other homies haven't. Bro, there's homies with stories that I was watching Indicted TV. Shout out to Negra and everybody at Indicted TV. And one of the homies that was up there here from the 818, I forgot what his name was. I'm not going to lie, but he's from there's two white guys that go up there, but they're Southsiders. One of them name is Matt, and the other one name is, I forget. I don't want to get his name wrong. And he was talking about going to the pen at like 16, and they unlocked the doors and they thought he was a white boy, so he went out with the white boys, and it was a riot going on. So he went out, and as soon as he walked out, the blacks stabbed him a gang of times. I was like, damn, that shit is wild, right? But that's that man's story. I never been through that, so I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, that fool's lying. That fool's a bullshitter. Nah, that what he been through. I got a bunch of wild stories of my own. Like, everybody got a story. Everybody got a real story. Now, you got these fakes and these weenies that ain't never been outside, that they ain't never played ball, they ain't never picked up the heater, they ain't never had enemies, they never had to walk across town and walk through the wrong hood, they ain't never had to walk to the liquor store and almost die going to the store to buy what they needed to buy. They ain't never been through none of this, bro. So to them, these stories are like, wow, like, yeah, right. That's some shit you see in the movie, and that's weird, homie. But now, see, the old me would have sat there and been like, back and forth. But the new me is like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, cool. You don't believe it, I don't give a shit. Like, those people that are supposed to know, right? So that's what he's saying by the internet allows people that never have a voice to have a voice.
Thing is, if you have no history, no background, who are you to have an opinion on stuff that you've never even been through?
Facts.
This is why I don't be rocking with certain people because I just know that they ain't did none of that.
All right, what he's saying is that, look, again, dudes that ain't never lived the life. Like, I made it, look at it, and I keep making examples because this is a beautiful time. I did a video on the whole gold toes and video he did down here in Southern Cali, right? And people in the comments are like, unity, peace, bridge the gap, blah, blah, blah. This crybaby shit, right? And it's like, and they're all telling me, like, right? They're all telling me, like, you should want peace. You should want unity. Why are you stopping this? Blah, blah. First of all, you're a civilian. Shut your mouth and quit talking about my life. Like, I play the game. You don't. You don't know nothing about what's going on. So you can't really tell me how I feel. You can't tell me how to feel because you want peace. You're a civilian. You got to go to your job every day. You never played outside in the streets. You never lost homeboys to this shit. You never seen your homeboys go upstate. You never seen your homeboys die. You never been in situations where you almost died or had a kill to survive. Like, why is you talking about my shit? Why is you talking about something that don't concern you? Like, why? And that video that I did had all the residents. And when I mean residents, I don't mean homie residents. I mean just regular dudes, right? Talking out their ass like they knew what time it was. And it's like, bro, you don't speak for the homies that, like, you know how they're supposed to feel. And that's the same shit that Hoodie from the Hood is saying. If you ain't never been around it, never lived it, why are you talking about it? Sit your ass down. Go talk about something you know. But a lot of these dudes, bro, they watch YouTube videos and they think they know. I'll have fools in my comments that are repeating things they see like on Gangland, the TV show Gangland, or they repeat things that I see other YouTubers say. I'd be like, this fucking guy, this fool's weird. Like, he's grabbing words that another guy said and thinks that I don't know that the other guy said it. Like, my boy, like, you look stupid. That's how I know you're not with the business. You feel what I'm saying? Or even tapped in. And listen, it's not cool to be tapped in. I'm not saying none of this is cool, but a lot of us, had no choice and we did what we did. Now that we did it, we don't like just regular smugglers to come in and try to talk about it like they know. But let's go.
Pointing the finger at everybody else and saying what they should have did or what they would have did had they been in that situation. But if you've been in the streets all these years and you ain't never had none of these situations, then you was never really in the streets, so your opinion is disqualified.
Facts.
Then you got the other people who make accounts and just troll because they know if they was to come out that the finger would be pointed back at them. And a lot of people can't take constructive criticism or just hate. They can't take it. So they won't put a face on their comments.
Facts.
They'll just say anything without no repercussions.
Or there's just old has-beens, bro. Old has-beens, or those dudes that never were part of anything, but they knew somebody or they grew up around somebody. It's just weirdos, bro. It's just weirdos. And I'm sure Hoodie from the Hood gets it all the time. Like, I tell people all the time, like, look, Hoodie from the Hood look like a regular person now. I bet you he didn't look like that 10, 15 years ago. I look like a regular dude. I might be a little fat or whatever, I guess. But I didn't always look like this. Look at my younger pictures. Like, you gonna get there eventually if you survive. But a lot of people go based off of what you look or whatever. But listen, a lot of these people that are in the chat, in the comments, with their little weird remarks, if they was really with the business, they wouldn't be doing that. Bro, I was on the live last night, and there was guys in the comments like, blah, 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 blah. I'm just sitting there like, all right, well, call in. Call in. Nobody called. So what is you hiding from? So you just woofing? And you think that's gangster. You couldn't. I had a guy, bro, that called in, I think a week ago, and he sat there and he was trying to talk shit to me, and he got stuck halfway through the sentence. And it's like, that's it? Like, you do all that running your mouth for that? Let's go.
And the next category I'm about to get into is almost as bad as them trolls. At least the people who I might not believe and don't respect, at least they put their face out there to where we know who they are.
Facts.
I could at least give them that, whether I rock with them or their content or not. Then you got the people who make these pages and it's just their voice.
Yeah.
But they have an opinion about everything.
Facts.
Stirring up controversy.
Facts.
Y'all know the channels. Y'all know the
Hoodie Hood for president, homie.
a black 4-door SUV pulled up and bam. Y'all know.
Oh, he talking about swamp stories. Listen, there's a lot of YouTube channels that don't show their face, and I will say there's some that are accurate, right? Like you could tell that they were once activated, but then you got like 90%, bro. So that's like a 90-10 split. Then you got 90% that talks about all this, and you don't see their face or hear their names or nothing like that, and they think they're important and they think they're doing something big, and you're like, who? Just get out the game. What's you afraid of? That's why when people be like, oh, Blue Devil, you're scared to go outside. You're scared to go outside. Well, you know what I look like? Like, you know, if I was scared, I wouldn't show you my face, you dumb fuck. If I was afraid, bro, I'd go to the mall by myself. By myself. People gonna be like, well, that's not the hood. I don't got no business in the hood. The only business I got in the hood is when the homie calls. When the homeboys call, then I'll pull up. And I could pull up anytime. Anytime. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, if you in the hood right now, you either got no choice or you a youngster. But I'm OG. I left the hood. I got shit to live for. I got people to feed. Homies to take care of. Family to take care of. Right? But if the homies call me today and say, hey, if we got to pull up because we got to take care of something, I'm there. But what the fuck am I going to kick it there all day? I got business to attend to. Now, when I go do my shit, I go to the mall by myself. I go to the hat shop by myself. I go to the shoe spot by myself. I'll go to all the outdoor swap meets by myself. I'll go to the indoor swap meets by myself. I'll roll around by myself. If a motherfucker was scared, I wouldn't be doing that. But then you got these weird like, oh, you afraid to come outside. I've never seen a picture of you outside. The fuck am I do? Stop in the middle of the mall and say, take a picture of me to prove it to these cocksuckers? Fuck out of here. You know, damn, I went off subject, but back to that. The fools that ain't got no photo, and they just got a voice, they got a lot to say. But they ain't got to worry about shit. When they go to bed, ain't nobody knows who they are. When they woke up, ain't nobody know who they are. They could talk as reckless as they want. Ain't nobody going to give a shit. Because, I mean, they ain't going to give a shit because when they wake up, nobody knows them. But I got to live with what I say. I got to deal with what I say. But I know that I'm not worried because I don't go at people sideways unless they come at me sideways. And if I do a reaction on you, it's a reaction on the video that I'm doing, that I'm watching. It ain't personal. Right? Now, if you take it personal, that's on you. Then you can't hang, get off YouTube. Because people do reactions about me all day, and I ain't out there hunting them. I don't give a shit. You know why I don't care? Because it's YouTube. And they got the right to react to my video. So that's why when I've done a bad video about Hoodie from the Hood. I've said some, you know, there was some video he did where I didn't agree with him. You ain't see him go at me like that. He said some things about me, but whatever. It was just content. It was just YouTube. It don't go past that, you know? It don't go past that. But then there's a lot of people that sit there, oh, you did a reaction about me like that fat fuck from the Valley. That fat fuck from over there, right? I did a reaction to his Street Gangs TV, and now that fool running with it, making memes, all kinds of weird shit, calling me out my name, saying call me for a fade, all kinds of weird shit. It's like, dog, si no aguantas, güey, ¿pa' qué chingado te metes a este negocio? You feel me? But whatever. Listen, we're gonna kill this video right here because this shit is long. You know, I went on the rant. I guess I'm gonna name this Blue Devil Goes on Rant with Hoodie from the Hood video. That's it. That's it right there. We're gonna go live tonight, 7:30 p.m. Pull up, call in. You know, let's do it up. And Friday and Saturday we do the music live request. I'm gonna have a special guest on there. I'm not sure if Friday or Saturday, but we're gonna have a special video guest every weekend. So that way there could be something different to do, right? Not just music. And with that being said, don't be afraid to show your face. Don't be afraid, unless you a fat fucking you ugly, or you a weirdo, or you know you lying, or you got dirty past, or you just wanna, wow, I don't want to show my face because I want to make sure my family's safe. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Stop the excuses. Stop the cap. If you're going to run that mouth, show your face. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a Hater World production, and we out.